Hello everyone, welcome you. I'm writer Echo Lee Jung-hee. I'm glad to share my short article with you. Would you understand that my pronunciation is bad? Title, Grasshopper. I start. When I was young, I lived in Chuncheon, Korea. It was a fine day. The day wasn't hot or cold like these days. My brother took the younger sisters and me, and he went to front. I'm the youngest of my siblings. I worked hard in everything they did. I worked with my brother and sisters. When I left the door, there was a lot to see. There were many places to put my eyes on. It wasn't boring. We worked for a while. We went to Hakgongri on foot. The distance from my house to there was about 6 kilometers. Hakgongri was a wide rice field. The rice paddies are green. There was no scarecrow wearing a broken straw hat. I found later scarecrow appears when rice is ripe. Standing on the bank of the rice field, my brother first started catching grasshoppers. I was just jogging and following. I didn't know where I was going. When I saw my brother catching grasshoppers, I knew I was here to catch grasshoppers. Standing on the bank of the rice field, waited for a while. Grasshoppers move around and fly and run. So when the grasshopper exposed its position, it could be easily caught by following it. Grasshoppers that are caught so easily are just one occasion. Most of them are green rice stalks. We had to find a green grasshopper, but we couldn't see it well. They are all green and similar, so we had to discern them well to find them. When I look at one part, while slightly rolling my eyelids, I could see if it was a stem or grasshopper attached to the side of the stem. They put grasshopper, they grabbed it by hand right into the bottle. My brother and sisters were holding a bottle of cider or Coca-Cola in each hand. I went empty-handed, shaking my arms. I wondered for a moment where the bottles come out. I watched my brother and sisters catching grasshoppers. Sometimes I was holding bottle on the bank of the rice field. I caught a few little grasshoppers who were staring blankly at me saying, "Catch me," in front of my eyes. On the bank of the rice field, they caught a grasshopper while walking only sideways. Did not go into the rice field. Even after the bottle were filled, the thing that we caught more was breaking the grass and putting a grasshopper there. There was a strip-like shell between the grasshopper's neck and its back. The grasshopper was not hurt and hanged in the row on the grass. The grasshopper was a good harvest. We quickly filled in the bottles. We headed home with the bottle full of the locusts and grass stalks with locusts. When I was coming back home, I didn't hold anything in my hands. I shook my arms and walked after my brother and sisters. It took a long time to go there, but the time to return home, it didn't take much. Did I take a time machine? At the moment, I was back home. My brother pulled out matchstock from the UN matchbox, loved it, and lit it. He put a wick in the oil stove to light it, and the firepower was great. He poured the grasshoppers into the frying pan and quickly covered the pan. In the meantime, there were lots of grasshoppers protruding outside. Grasshoppers popping out and running around to live were scattered everywhere. I was scared at first, so I screamed. It was hustle and bustle to catch. My sister and my brother ran back and forth. I was afraid of the big, fat grasshopper, and I caught the small grasshoppers. I caught a few grasshoppers running around without being afraid. Well-roasted red grasshopper lightly sprinkled the taste salt. I've seen grasshoppers roasted once I've never seen before. At first, "Are you eating this? How do you eat it?" I was only looking at my brother. My brother said it was delicious, and he ate it. My brother picked it up one by one and put it in my hand. I don't know if it was because my brother ate it deliciously, or because of the savory smell, or because I was hungry. As soon as I received it, I put a grasshopper in my mouth and started chewing. Crispy, savory, greasy, and salty were delicious. After emptying one of the frying pan, he cooked a new grasshoppers. There were also grasshoppers flying high beyond me. We knew the taste of grasshoppers, so we tried to eat one more grasshopper and catch it without missing it. We ran around and caught the grasshopper well. We ate the grasshoppers in frying pan several times like this. We ate full in one place. My brother, me, my sisters all ate deliciously. Even if someone gives me a well-baked grasshopper, I cannot eat it now. I miss my childhood. There was a lot of fun. I sometimes think alone and have fun. On early autumn day, when it's neither hot or cold, I remember that day. With the grasshopper we ate, did the rice farmer harvest a pound of rice more? Are there grasshoppers eating rice in the rice field? Are there any children going to catch grasshoppers? And thank you for listening. It was Rice Echo Lee Jung-hee. Wherever you are, whatever you do, maybe the Lord Jesus protect you and bless you. Be careful not to catch the corona. If we have corona, I pray for quickly recover.